In today's tutorial, I want to show you how to create topographic wetness index in ArcGIS. Topographic wetness index is used to quantify topographic control on hydrological processes. It is useful to measure or estimate where water will accumulate in an area with elevation difference. So to achieve that, this is the processes. The data needed for this topographic wetness index calculation in ArcGIS is digital elevation model, and we are going to follow this series of steps. So let's go to ArcMap now. I have this digital elevation model that we want to use to calculate topographic wetness index, and the first step is fill the dam. So let's do that. To do that, come to Arc Toolbox, come to Spatial Analysis Tools, and come to Hydrology. This is fill. So double click to open it. Then input surface raster. We put in the digital elevation model, and the output, let's just name it as fill. Click on save. So come to environment, the processing extent, let's make it same as them, and come to raster analysis. This mask same as them, and the parallel processing put 0. This is because I clip out this raster digital elevation model from a bigger one. So to avoid it failing, that's why I did this environment setting. Click on OK and click on OK. So the filling of this dam is running, and the importance of filling is to fill in any imperfections in this digital elevation to correct it. So the filling is successful. The second step is flow direction. So to do flow direction, come under hydrology. This is flow direction. Double click it, and this time around our input will be the fill. Then our output, let's call it flow direction. Click on save. Leave other thing at default and click on OK. So the flow direction is running. So the flow direction is done. So the third step is flow accumulation. To do flow accumulation, this is it. Under hydrology, double click it. Then the input is flow direction, and our output, let's name it flow accumulation. Click on save. Click on OK. So the flow accumulation is running. So the flow accumulation is successful. The next step is we have to find the slope in degree of the study area. So to find slope, come to under Spatial Analysis tool, come to surface. Then this is slope. Double click it. Then our input raster will be our digital elevation model, and our output, let's call it slope. Click on save. Then the output measurement is degree. Leave it in degree and click on OK. So the slope is done. So the next step is radians of slope, and the formula for the radians of slope is slope in degree multiplied by this figure divided by 90. So to do that, let's go back to ArcMap. Under Spatial Analysis tool, come to Map Algebra. Map Algebra. Open raster calculator. So let's go back to the formula. This is it. Let's copy this number. To enter the formula, let's open brackets, slope multiplied by the number we copied, let's paste it, close the brackets, divided by 90. So let's save it into our output folder, Radian slope. Click save and click on OK. Yes, the Radian slope is done, and the next step is to calculate the tan slope, and this is the formula for tan slope. So let's go back. For the tan slope, open raster calculator, then come here, con, remember the formula, this is it, con slope greater than 0, comma, tan slope, comma, 0.001. So let's go back. Con slope greater than 0, then tan slope, comma, 0.001. Our output raster, tan slope. Click save, click on OK. So the tan slope is done as well. So the next one is flow accumulation scale, and the formula for flow accumulation scale is this. So to do that, let's go back, open raster calculator again, flow accumulation scale is equal to, open brackets, flow accumulation, this is it, plus 1 plus 1, close the brackets, multiply by the cell size. So come back here, right click and go to properties, come under source, you can see the cell size, so copy the cell size, then close this. So it's multiplied by the cell size we copied, this is it. Then our output will be flow accumulation scale. Click save and click on OK. So the flow accumulation scale is going on. Yes, the flow accumulation scale is done as well. So the next step, which is the final step, is the topographic wetness index. So we are ready for the final step, which is topographic wetness index, and this is the formula for it. So let's go back and do that. So we have the flow accumulation scale, tan slope, and radian slope done. So the final stage, open raster calculator again. So come here is lane This is the formula. Lane, open bracket, flow accumulation scale divided by tan slope, close the brackets. Okay, so lane flow accumulation scale divided by tan slope. So the output raster, let's call it topographic wetness index. Click on save. Click OK. Yes, the topographic wet index is done. We can close this, then uncheck all this. Uncheck. So we are left with our topographic wetness index. So now we can change the color, the symbology. Right click and come to properties. So come under symbology. So instead of strength, let's classify. Click yes. We can increase the classes or leave it at 5 classes. Then here we can change the color and click on OK. This is the topographic wetness index of the area. We can take it to layout view and add map elements to it.